Hello and welcome to the Quit Your Quack Knee Pain Relief Teaching Series. My name is Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, and I'm going to be sharing with you some great information today on how you can relieve your knee pain. And at this point, you've been through or have seen the rotation stretch, which I'm going to tie that. The rotation stretch, the idea of it was supposed to give you some relief in your knee and give you some different perspectives on how you could look at pain differently, and then tie that in. This webinar today is going to tie that into the bigger picture on how I completely eliminate knee pain with anyone that's suffering with pain in their knees. So, before we get started, I want to make sure that you can hear me. Let's see, I'm going to send out a poll there. Would you please click on yes or no if you can hear me? And clicking on that is going to give me an idea of if I'm just talking to myself. And also, I want you to click on this one. Can you see me? This is going to be very important because I'm going to be sharing my screen. I want you to be able to make sure that you're able to see what's on my screen, because it's going to be valuable in terms of helping you understand what's going on with your knees and what steps you need to take moving forward. So, okay, thank you so much. There we go. Can you see me? And can you hear me? Thank you so much for filling out those questions. Just leave another 30 seconds before we get going on that. Okay. Now, how today is going to flow. The first part of the presentation today is going to cover the 3 simple steps to complete knee pain elimination. That's where we're going to go over my approach to getting you out of knee pain. And I've had a tickle in my throat here for a while, and whenever I need to speak and it needs to count, that's when I start coughing again. So it timed perfectly. Okay, first part of the presentation today is going to talk about the 3 simple steps to complete knee pain elimination. Second part is the next step, the next logical step you could take to relieve your knee pain. And third is going to be a live Q&A, where we'll go into the questions that you have as a result of working with that rotation stretch, or what I presented on the call today and how it applies to your specific situation. So the first question in here is, who am I? Well, I'm known online as the Knee Pain Guru. My name is Bill Paravano, and in December of 1998 through May of 1999, I dislocated my left knee 4 times. Yes, my learning curve was flat. Yes, I didn't get the hint the first 3 times I dislocated my left knee. And then it wasn't until after I threw that softball to first base and found myself clutching my chest on the ground, screaming in agony, that I finally went to see Dr. Ellis for the University of Louisville Cardinals sports organization, where he told me I had torn the ligament in my left knee. That was in June of '99. I proceeded a month later to have reconstructive surgery on the ligament in my left knee, and so I have 2 pins in my left leg as of right now, and they sliced part of my patella tendon to recreate the ligament in my left knee. Life changed for me drastically. My main love was judo. I love throwing people. I've been in martial arts for nearly 3 decades. And I couldn't I couldn't stand not being involved in martial arts, not being as physical. My idea was that the doctor would fix the ligament in my left knee. I'd be back out on the judo mat. It didn't quite work that way. I still had lots of pain, swelling, and tension in my knee as well as in the rest of my body. So in April of 2000, I sold my business in Louisville, Kentucky, and basically traveled for two and a half years around the world and studied martial arts and body work and healing, and read books on nutrition and hydration, the importance of all of those things. And December of 2002, I began working on clients individually in Louisville, Kentucky. And then it was about 6 years later that I kind of looked around and was like, wow, I know more about knees in a different way than any doctor or physical therapist out there. So in 2008, I started the Knee Pain Guru, and that was in July of 2008, and I've been doing this online ever since, which is helping clients remotely eliminate the pain in their knees. So if you haven't done it, or what we're going to do is we're going to watch this 1 minute simple stretch. Online. Let's get this up to speed here. So what I'm doing here is we're working with the tension pattern that's going on in the knee from a rotational perspective. And what I'm pointing to there is the IT band that runs from the ilium, which is your hip joint, down to the tibia, which is the bone in your lower leg, and it externally rotates the lower part of your leg. So what I'd like for you to do now is to perform this stretch on yourself. Perform this, what I refer to as a pain pattern interrupt, where you're going to rotate the lower part of your leg externally to take the tension off of the IT band, to take the tension off of the pressure of the nerves in the lower part of your leg. And in doing so, we're going to hold it in this position for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So you should be doing this while I am talking you through this. And in doing so, you should feel relief in your knee. You may feel tingling, you may feel relaxation, you may notice your mind wander, you may notice yourself getting tired, heat or cold in the knee. There's all sorts of different things that you can begin noticing in your knee as a result of creating comfort and getting the pressure off of the nerves in the knee. So that's the demonstration of that rotation stretch. I want to make sure you really get that, because that's really important in terms of the presentation that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So back to the presentation here. Oh, you got to shut that guy up. Oh, okay. So now, these are the 3 steps. So in doing that rotation stretch, that kind of covered this on the physical level, what we were talking about in terms of what's going on in your knee. The whole focus of this level, and this is part of the 3 simple steps to complete knee pain elimination. These are 3 primary steps. There's physical, diet, and mindset. On the physical level, your body is stuck in what I refer to as a pain tension loop. Your body experiences pain, it tenses up to protect itself. That tension reduces the space in the joint, irritating the nerves more, causing more pain. So essentially, the more pain you feel, the tighter the joint gets, the more pain you feel. And this begins to build up over time. It makes your joints feel stiff, feel achy, the joints begin to dehydrate. Can you say arthritis? And what happens is it just sets up the conditions for over time you to feel old, your joints to feel creaky and achy, you move less, and makes your life just more difficult in general. And the idea with on this physical level is creating those pain pattern interrupts, that demonstration that I just did on the video, as well as having you practice that before, is to get the pressure off of those nerves in your knee that are causing the pain. When you get the pressure off of those nerves, it's essentially comfortable. And when the joint is comfortable, there's less pain, there's less stiffness, there's less tightness. And it also sets up the conditions by which your body is able to begin to heal itself. So the physical level, this first part is so crucial and so important in terms of getting your body to a place of being comfortable where it can begin to heal. That's the first and foremost. We want to reverse that pain tension loop, get your knee comfortable over and over again, and it begins to train your body how to feel comfortable again. The second step we're looking at is diet. And what I'm referring to specifically is inflammation. When the body's in pain, there's local inflammation in the knee. There's also global inflammation in the body as a result of the foods that we eat, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe. Just the nature of being human in the world that we live in, we have inflammation, both locally in the knee and globally in the body. The goal of this second step is to reduce the inflammation both in the knee and in the body through addressing the inflammation. So by reducing the inflammation both in the knee and in the body, we free up your body's available resources that it would normally be used up dealing with the inflammation, which begins to speed up the healing process. So what are we talking about specifically? We're talking about hydration. We're talking about the foods that you eat. There's foods that you eat that actually increases the inflammation in your body. There's also foods that you can eat that can contribute to the reduction of inflammation in the body. Just natural foods that you can get at a grocery store that will support the body's ability to reduce inflammation. We're also at this level, we're looking at supplementation. Because sometimes when there's a certain degree of issues in the knee, depending on if it's after a surgery or just from wear and tear over your lifetime, that the supplementation can support the body's regeneration of the joint. So that's going to be big on the diet level. The third level we're going to look at is mindset. And the mindset piece is crucial. And what I found over the past nearly 10 years of working with clients online, that the mindset piece is almost more important than the physical or the diet piece. Because it's easy to get depressed. It's easy to get down on yourself when it seems like no matter where you're going, you're experiencing pain. By making sure the mind is in a good place, giving you exercises to do when the, not exercise, like work to do to help your mindset. And in addition to work to do to create comfort in your knees, what happens is it reinforces that it's possible for the body to get out of pain. The mind gets stronger with the more proof that we give the mind in the process. The reality of it is getting out of knee pain is not linear. You're going to have good days and bad days. And on the good days, we need to make sure we don't go and do those things that are going to throw us back into the pain tension loop that we just got out of with the first step. We want to create comfort on a regular basis, but when we're feeling good, there's a tendency of wanting to go out and go that extra mile or two, run or exercise more, or go to the gym that you maybe haven't done in weeks or months or years. And what happens is that can throw the body right back into the pain tension loop, which is just what we got out of on the physical level. In the same respect, when we're in that bad place, you wake up and the knee's in pain, what happens is we want to keep the mind in a good place to realize that we want to go back to steps 1 and 2 to be able to move us through that difficult time. So we want to go back to creating comfort in the knees, which is on the physical level, and then reducing the inflammation in the body. And what happens is that shortens the duration of the bad day that we woke up in, and we're beginning to re-educate and train the body how to get out of pain into a place of comfort. And when it's comfortable, it's recovering faster. So the more we can implement these steps over and over and over again, we reduce the time that we're in pain, and we start expanding the time that we're in comfort. Now these may seem simple, but they're deep, and we really have to look at what happens and where our mind is when we're working with these the pain pattern interrupts, which is creating comfort on the physical level. Okay. So what is your next step? Your next step with those three things, the physical, the diet, and the mindset, is I'm offering a 6-week program. It's a pain relief program where I work, and this is going to be on Facebook, where we meet twice a week. On Mondays, it would be let's see, I got all the information here. It's I call it Quit Your Quack program. So it's all of those that are really stuck, those that are stuck in the medical model, where it's like the more they do, the more pain they're in. They're going to physical therapy. Physical therapy causes them pain for weeks, days or weeks afterwards. You're going to the doctor's saying, I can't, there isn't anything more I can do for you. You're looking at drugs or pain-killing shots. And after that is done, you're kind of left in this space of just pain management, just managing the pain until you're old enough for a knee replacement surgery. That doesn't really work for me. It doesn't work for my mindset. I'm sure it doesn't work for yours either. So it's called a 6-week Quit Your Quack program. And it's basically an on-ramp to get you up to speed with all the things that you need to do to get yourself out of pain, to be completely empowered with the knowledge and understanding of your body and how to get yourself out of pain when it does hurt, and then ongoing support if you need it. So what the program looks like, it takes place on Facebook, and first and foremost, you're going to get, when you sign up for the program, you're going to get immediate access to the Quick Start Guide. And this is going to give you some basic fundamental things. With the thousands of clients that I've worked with over the past 9 years, this works for about 90% of all the clients. So it's going to give you something to do immediately when you sign up with the program to get that comfort in your knees. You're going to also get immediate access to the virtual knee pain relief clinic. That is our workshop. That is where all the videos that I've created over the past 9 years of doing this online, the Getting Started Guide points to specific videos for you to begin working with to get relief in your knee. Wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Here we go. Okay, so you get access to the virtual clinic. You get the Getting Started Guide right away. This is going to give you something to do between now and the first call that we have. This next program is going to start the beginning of November. So you're like, hey, Bill, okay, if I sign up now, I got 2 weeks where I'm sitting there not doing anything. Not true. You'll work with the Getting Started Guide. You'll get into the virtual knee pain relief clinic that you'll begin to work with. I'm also including you in my ongoing bi-weekly knee club call. Our next call is going to be next Thursday, a week from this Thursday. That's the 26th, I believe. So you'll have time to interact with me between now and the beginning of November. After you sign up, you'll get into the Facebook group. In that group, I'll be recording Facebook Live videos twice a week. One is a... why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep doing that? Okay. The first will be a 6-week, we'll have 6 knee pain relief trainings, meaning I'll be teaching something. There's generally, in the first 6 weeks when working with a client, they have similar questions each week. And I have basically a template that's going to cover those trainings. I'm going to be teaching once a week on a Facebook Live, and then I'm also going to do a Facebook Live Q&A later on in the week, that after you implement the training and you're working with your knee and you're getting relief, I'll answer Q&A, because you'll be asking me questions in a Facebook thread that I will be able to follow and see where you were from the last call we had to where you are right now, be able to answer the questions live in the video, and that allows us to interact. So that is the essence of the program. And you'll be able to work in Knee Club until the program begins, beginning of November. So you get the Getting Started guide. You'll check in on the Knee Club calls. So you'll have the Knee Club calls in addition to the live trainings and the live Q&As on the Facebook group. Next Knee Club call is on October 26th. You do your homework between the calls. You document your changes you notice in your knee. This is going to be crucial, because what the feedback you give, what you notice or what you don't notice, is going to be important for me to be able to support you in the process. And then it's wash, rinse, repeat. You keep doing this until you're out of pain, because in the process, you're increasing the activity in your life. Your body is recovering faster. You're asking me questions, and it just builds upon itself, because instead of you focusing, and this is the mindset piece, instead of you focusing on pain or where it hurts, which is a natural response to what happens, we are focusing on comfort. And what we focus on expands. We start focusing on comfort, and now comfort expands. Your body's recovering quicker. You're having the tools to get yourself out of pain whenever your body hurts, whenever your knee hurts. And we just do that over and over and over again until you get to a place where your body has relaxed to such an extent that you no longer have pain in your knees. That's the cool part. So this program, normally priced at $447. I don't like chasing people, so I give monetary incentive to act. So right now there is a page up. Let's see. This is the Quit Your Quack 6-week knee pain relief program. It's got a countdown timer here. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, the normal price for the program is $447. I'm offering this for the next day and 1 day, 10 hours, 32 minutes. That you can get the program for $347. But I have also included a fast-acting bonus, because I believe those that will get the most out of the program are the ones that implement, and implement quickly. This is one of those things that how long does it take to get your knee out of pain? Well, when you go do the pain pattern interrupt and get relief right now, and then give me feedback. So the faster you do that, the faster you get relief, the more cool things we have to talk about on the other side of pain. And honestly, it's worth the $100 to me that you're one of those people that implement quickly. And so from now, after this call, until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Time, this program will be at $247. Now, it's very important you must have a Facebook account in order to be part of this program. That's just how it works. So that's the offer. That's the essence of it. I'm really here to help. I want you to improve. I want your knees to feel better. And it just serves both of us, because your knees feel better, you're going to tell people about it. And then I want to be able to share that with others, because there's so many people suffering with knee pain. I thought it was the end of my life. Like, I was 28 when I blew out my knee, 29 when I had the surgery. And I just thought how bad I felt after the surgery. And I was so disillusioned by the medical model that in my mind I thought, oh, they fix it, I'm going to be good to go. That's all I needed. And that just wasn't the case. So I've learned a lot in the past 20 years, nearly 20 years since that's happened, and I just want to share that. So now, without further ado, we'll go on to the live Q&A. If you have a question for me, please feel free to raise your hand. There should be some function somewhere. Oh, got it. I didn't have the video on. Wait, did I have the video on? I may not have had the presentation on. I am really great getting people out of knee pain, but I am pretty bad at technology, so I think I might have just screwed up this entire presentation where I didn't actually record the what I wanted you to see. So, if you have a question, feel free to raise your hand, and there should be some function here. Let me see, questions, or you can ask me a question in the questions section. Okay. Since we have just a few people on the call today, I'm going to unmute and see if anyone has any questions. Hello, Drew. Drew, are you there? And maybe not. Hello, Drew. Okay. Well, we don't have too many questions today. Not a big deal. Sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating to ask some questions on a live call like this. But regardless, I'm here to help. I will be sending out the replay of this, sending out in emails, and once again, that will be available. That will be up. That's once again, this is going to be until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern Time. That normal price is $447. A special webinar pricing, knocking $100 off of that for $347 until midnight on Tuesday. That's Eastern Time. And then special fast-acting bonus that if you sign up between now and 7 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Time, you can go ahead and access this program for $247. So that's what I have for today. This is Bill Paravano, the knee pain guru, going to sign off for today. You have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of the week, and I look forward to helping you with your knees and seeing you in the program.